A very good morning to you. You're watching the Channel M Breakfast Show on Monday, the 16th of February. I'm Nikki Dean.
And I'm Byron Evans. Now, do public shows of affection get under your skin, or can you not wait to lay the lips on your better half? Well, there are restrictions at Warrington Banquay Railway Station. After a £1 million refurb, the powers that be have decided to make certain areas of the platform a no-snogging zone.
Smooch-free.
To stop people delaying other passengers boarding the trains and, well, actually, you know, hindering their journeys.
Surely it can't delay people that much, a bit of snogging in the morning. I
think it's a bit prudish, really, but personally, hey, but the signs are up nonetheless. Check these out. Obviously, no expense spared, going to the detailed design of what a male and female person's stocking would look like.
Yeah, I've got, like in the top hat there he's sporting, and the rather long lips. So they can still stand about 10 feet away, but still manage to kiss with those Hoover lips.
Yeah, her hair is a bit like mine, actually.
It is, actually.
If it was to let go. But don't worry, fear not, all amorous couples, because there is a kissing zone, apparently. There's an electrified pen, I think, that people are kind of pushed into.
And they can prod you from outside.
Yeah, you can...
we're just kidding.
Neck away to your heart's delight. I don't know, but I think it's a bit of a shame. What do you think? Do you think this is a completely out of order and unnecessary, a waste of good public money, or do people laying the lips on each other get on your nerves? Is tonsil hockey gone too far when it comes to getting to work?
Maybe they're a bit frisky in Warrington, that's what it is.
Maybe, you randy rascals. Why don't you let us know? breakfast@channelm.co.uk or text us. 88821 is the number. Start your message with show and we'll read your comments out live on air. In a few minutes, the final sporting headlines of the morning with Mike Bradley, plus money-saving tips. But first, here's the latest news with James Webster.
Good morning. Here are the stories you're waking up to this Monday. A court warned a former soldier who rescued a policeman from rioting Rangers fans here in Manchester last May he could be jailed for impersonating a police officer. Tom Bardsley will be sentenced next week for pretending to be an MOD police officer to avoid a train fare home from Birmingham. The 24-year-old was praised for his bravery in rescuing a real PC from these violent scenes on the night of the UEFA Cup final. 10 years after they were poisoned by carbon monoxide, a family from Hale have finally agreed a compensation deal with British Gas. Jeremy Hart's wife and 4 children and one of their friends ended up vomiting and fainting when deadly fumes leaked into their living room back in 1999. British Gas, who were responsible for their boiler's maintenance, have now agreed to pay £35,000 after waiting to see if they suffered any long-term effects. More government borrowing, more people out of work and an economy that will shrink more than previously predicted. That's the verdict of a new report from the CBI looking at the expected effects of the recession over the next 12 months. It says ministers will need to find an extra £100 billion. The number unemployed will top 3 million sometime next year, and the amount our output will shrink by will be 3.3%, more than the previously predicted 1.7%. A woman has been dragged to the ground and sexually assaulted in a churchyard as she walked home from a night out. She was taking a shortcut through St John's Church in Farnworth when the man began attacking her as she approached the exit. She managed to fight the man off and ran away. A nurse from Sale has been named one of the most influential in modern times. Janet Marsden teaches doctors at Manchester Met and works at the city's eye hospital. She pioneered a way of assessing A&E patients, which is now used by hospitals around the world to ensure the sickest patients are treated first.
The Diamond 20 Award was an award that Nursing Times developed to celebrate 60 years of the health service, the Diamond anniversary, and they wanted to look for the 20 most influential nurses over that period of time. It's absolutely lovely to win an award that's where colleagues have voted for it or nominated. It's quite scary as well, because that list of people who are part of the Diamond 20 includes a number of my heroes and people I've used in my reference list throughout my nursing career. So it's really quite scary to be part of that list, but it's very, very nice, and it's lovely for the university, and it's lovely for ophthalmic and emergency nursing, which is why I've been nominated. I started writing about ophthalmic nursing, about eyes, and about how to deal with patients with eye problems quite a long time ago, when I realised that in general A&E, and particularly 6 to 8% of patients have eye problems. I'm an editor of Emergency Triage, which is the textbook for triage in emergency departments, in general emergency departments, which again is used all over the world.
Now, a few weeks ago, you may remember seeing reports that Morris dancing is dying out. Apparently, fewer young people are getting involved in it. Well, in Stretford, a team of dancers are keen to show the tradition is very much alive, and they invited our reporter Ben Bland to put on his dancing shoes.
When the Manchester Morris men invited me to a practice session, I said I'd be there with bells on. Little did I know, they'd take me at my word.
Hi Ben, welcome.
Hello. Thank you.
I thought you said you brought some kit with you.
I haven't got any, I'm afraid.
Well, fortunately for you, we brought some along.
Right. Right, let's dance.
Well, I like everything, really. It's good exercise, I love the music, it's good comradeship, we have a good laugh together, and we go and have a drink. I mean, how better can you work up a good thirst than having a good Morris dance?
I like the way that dancing, generally, but particularly the Morris dancing, you get out of yourself. You completely lose any stresses, anything that's outside. You come here, meet people, dance, the whole world is good again.
Many people, lots of fellas that like to go out and follow the football team and play on a Sunday, and we just do different things. We do it with music, we do it with dance, we have a great time, we travel all over the place. It's just great fun, great exercise, and great comrades, great mates to be with as well.
This is one of the oldest Morris dancing clubs in the country. They've been going since the mid-1930s. Every Thursday, they meet here at St Matthew's Church Hall near the Stretford Arndale. And if you thought Morris dancing was dying out, think again.
We dance out all around the area here. We'll be dancing at Knutsford May Day. We dance out to different pubs and villages around the area. We dance other parts of the country, and we dance abroad. We've been to Paris, Berlin, Malta, Madeira, any number of places, and we always get a very good reception wherever we dance. We're often told we didn't understand the English had their own dances.
This dance with the sticks is called the Vandals of Hammerwich, and to be honest, I was hazardous enough with the handkerchief, so I've decided to sit this one out. If you'd like to have a go at Morris dancing, they're holding a taster session here at St Matthew's Church Hall in Stretford on February the 21st. More details at the website below. Ben Bland, Channel M News.
That's all from me for this morning. I'll be back with the Channel M lunchtime news at 12 noon, and Andy Crane's here from 5 tonight with all of the day's main headlines. Now, though, let's get the sport from Byron and Mike.
Well, what a weekend it's been for sport, international cricket, international rugby, and of course the magic of the FA Cup. But let's talk transfer speculation first with Mike Bradley, and Danny Shittu could be out of Bolton.
He could be heading out of Bolton to Birmingham. They're not exactly setting the championship alight. They're leaking goals left, right and centre, and Birmingham are going to come in for bids for Stephen Carr from Newcastle, the right back there, and Danny Shittu as well. Much-travelled young man, started his career at Luton, now is at the Wanderers. A good acquisition for Birmingham if he agrees to step down a division. But there is plenty of money at St Andrews, so he could go there. Rafa Benitez this morning has come out and demanded that this sort of contract's out for him and his backroom staff. At the bottom of his statement, he said, "One day I would love to return to Real Madrid." So if that's not a veiled threat, I've no idea what is. Portsmouth could be plunged into financial crisis by Wednesday. The backers look like they're going to withdraw their money. That'll leave them £25 million in the red. The good news for Portsmouth fans is former Spurs defender Ramon Vega. He now runs quite a successful business in Switzerland. He could be the new owner as early as Friday. So bad news and good news for Portsmouth there. And John Terry has released a statement this morning distancing himself from a £20 million move to the City of Manchester Stadium, and never thought that one would have any legs really. And John Terry's just come out and said, let's not go anywhere with this one. This is my statement. I will not be joining the Blues. Other people will, but it won't be John Terry.
Yeah, well, there's been plenty of speculation about that. I remember I heard that story a couple of weeks ago. It's all done, it's signed, sealed, delivered. Yeah. Terry's coming to Eastlands, but it doesn't look like it's going to...
I can't see any reason why he would. His kids are quite happy down south. He's happy down there. They've got a new manager, Gus Hiddink, in there. He looks like he's going to turn the club round, and Chelsea could be on the verge of yet another great era. I don't think Man City are quite ready for that yet. And John Terry, if he comes, he might regret that decision as early as September when the first few results go against him. So I don't think he'll be joining us.
Well, John Terry's Chelsea had a great result against Watford Watford in the FA Cup 3-1, but not as good as Manchester United.
Not as good as United. United beat Derby 4-1, and the draw for the quarter-finals were made yesterday. And normally there's only 8 teams left in the quarter-finals, 14 teams left at the moment. Blackburn Rovers or Coventry will host Chelsea, one of 3 teams through. Cardiff, Arsenal or Burnley will entertain Sheffield United or Hull. Arsenal play Cardiff tonight in a repeat of one of the most famous FA Cup finals in history. Everton, the second of the 3 teams through, will host West Ham or Middlesbrough. Swansea City or Fulham have the Plum Tyler one. It will be live on television. The quarter-final, everybody wanted to host Manchester United, guaranteeing a sellout at either ground. And you've got to think, should Chelsea and United be kept apart throughout the remainder of the competition, that's looking odds on for another Chelsea United final.
I can see those conspiracy theory cogs of yours turning in overdrive at the moment.
There's always a warm ball in the sack, and it's normally the one they want to avoid. United will be drawn out first. Chelsea will be the cold ball. They will avoid each other. They will meet in the final. We've had this rumour before, and I've yet to be proved wrong. OK, enough of warm balls in sacks. Let's talk about Portsmouth and Manchester City, because, of course, not in FA Cup action, plenty of other North West sides playing in the league. Yeah, we'll wrap up the results, focusing on all our remaining teams. As Byron said, in the Premiership, Manchester City slumped to their 7th away league defeat of the season, 2-0 at Portsmouth in the news this morning. Oldham beat Northampton 2-1 and now up to 3rd, looking odds on for promotion. County fought back from 2-0 down against 10-man Millwall at Edgeley Park to draw 2-2. And superb news in League Two. Bury won 2-1 at Grimsby. Macclesfield Town lost 0-1 to Rochdale at 45th minute penalty. Bury and Rochdale, both teams in the top 5, both, as we said before, Baron, looking at least odds on to qualify for the end of season playoffs. When you think these 2 teams are perennial underachievers, normally at this stage of the season battling against relegation, congratulations to both those 2, and hopefully at least one of them will get promoted by the end of the season.
OK, so let's move on to cricket now. And finally, reason to be cheerful as an England fan.
Absolutely. This morning, you're waking up to the good news from Antigua. It's day 2 of 5 in the second test. England close on 3-0-1 for 3 after 92 overs. Strauss on 169 before he was out. Cook on 52 and Always Shah, the man Byron and I pleaded to be included in the team last week. He was allowed in 57 before he was run out, and the mistake the West Indies made won the toss and elected to field. So good news for England. And we've been saying the least we can expect is a draw. I think we're going to win and level the series. And from there, let's put everything behind us. Let's go on and win the series 3-1. OK, let's turn our attentions now to a local side, and we follow them with great interest, Manchester Phoenix. Manchester Phoenix involved in cup action yesterday against Basingstoke Bison. They're looking to get to their first cup final. 6-1 they beat the Bison. David Alexander-Beauregard with a hat-trick. Bruce Mulherin chipping in with 2. Kyle Bruce the 6th. Corey Leclerc replying for Basingstoke Bison. Phoenix will place the Giants in the 2-legged final in March. And as we know, our big favourite Neil Morris has called for an open-top bus tour of Altrincham should they win the trophy. And you know what? I think they could just do it. I hope so. I hope so. We'll be there with bells on, won't we? Or skates on, even. Yeah, or Morris dancing. Or Morris dancing, yeah. Great. What a thought. What a picture. Thanks, Mike. More sport on tomorrow's breakfast show with Mr. Bradley. Time now, though, for a money-saving tip with our debt buster, Richard Fenton.
The average family will spend between £90 to £100 every week on its shopping. That's £5,200 every single year. By buying in bulk, you can save as much as 20%. When you think about it, that's £1,000 that could be spent on the annual family holiday. And for a second bite of the apple, if you join together with friends and family, you can make even more savings by buying in bulk. Now, doesn't that taste sweet?